Hello there, Aries, and welcome back to my channel. This is Awakened Healings with Jess. I'm here to do your mid-month check-in for June. So I hope you all have been enjoying the Gemini energy that we've been experiencing. It's been really cool energy. It's been really inspiring, really motivating, really uplifting, and it's been good. It's been good to sort of check in with where we are, middle of the month, middle of the calendar year, really. And, it's just a great time for us to check in with ourselves and, kind of identify where we are in the timelines for our goals and intentions we set back in January. So, before we get started, I'd like to invite you to join me in creating sacred space by using my Tibetan singing bowl. All right, so I'm going to give it a few dings. Just do some nice cleansing, inhaling and exhaling, and just let go of all your stress and worries and burdens, and just let it go and just be present for the next 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, so here we go. Thank you. I really like the Tibetan singing bowl because it does do a lot to clear the energy around me and around you, and it helps sort of set the vibrational energy for us to connect and for us to think about the work that we're doing here, the healing work that we're working on ourselves. So yeah, so June, we've got a lot going on this month. It is kind of a big month. We have the full moon coming up on the 17th. That'll be the full moon in Sagittarius. We have the solstice coming up a few days after that on the 21st of June. Same day, the 21st of June, we enter Cancer season. So that'll be a very nice, lovely healing energy. It's a water sign, so we'll be flowing more with our emotions. We'll be feeling a little bit more intuitive within ourselves. And it's going to set the tone for a nice July. 2nd of July is the solar eclipse. That's going to be big energy. It's going to start this huge portal of new opportunities and expansion. So really, honestly, the full moon that we're going to experience on the 17th, let me start shuffling. This is the Oracle of the Moon Goddess. I'll be pulling 3 cards for your themes for the next couple of weeks, all right? But as I'm shuffling, yeah, the full moon in Sagittarius, it's a fire sign, and it's Sagittarius is all about expansion. And that's going to be what we're doing with ourselves. And it's timely because since January, we've been working on goal setting. We've been working on manifesting our hopes and dreams and creating the life that we want. April was a big month for spring cleaning, purging, and detoxifying. And it did that. We were gifted with two Libra full moons, a Libra full moon cycle in March and April. And it really highlighted who belonged in our lives and who didn't. And that was everybody from friends, family, coworkers, and lovers. May was all about settling, getting grounded, figuring out what our new normal was going to look like, what our new reality was going to look like, because we started new cycles. Many of us should already be in our new cycles now. A lot of the timelines have collapsed. There may be traces of some of you who are still working through closing down and completing karmic cycles from the past. These are big cycles, so wherever you are in your timeline is perfect for you, okay? But there's many of us in the collective who have already done that work, and I'm gonna move this over here. They've already done the work. They've already started the new cycles, and they're starting to glide in that. And I think for those of you who are in that cycle of movement, this Sagittarius full moon is really going to help you get clear and excited about harnessing the energy for really calling in what you want for your next phase, because the solstice has big energy and the solar eclipse has really big energy. So for the next couple of weeks, it's all about us really getting clear with what we want, with who we are. with what we want this new cycle to look like and feel like and who we want to include in it. It's just all about us saying, okay, this is what I really want. And then just meaning it from our hearts. So it's a very exciting time for us. So we've got 3 cards. First came up was patience. Okay, I like that because there is a very excitable energy right now, and perhaps many of you have started your new cycles and you're just raring to go, and you're like, come on, let's get this going, let's go. You know, I really want this new life to come in for me. I really want this new job. I've switched career paths and I can't wait to get started, or I moved homes and, you know, I just can't wait to really get integrated in this new city and make new friends and get into my groove, you know. So there is a lot of exciting energy going on, but patience is still required just because a lot of these new timelines are still being written. We just started a new cycle, so it's very early, very young energy, but it's very exciting. So I would recommend that between now and July 2nd, which is the solar eclipse, really just kind of take a moment to breathe, and take a moment to really reflect on the newness in your lives and the new exciting opportunities that you're trying to call in and trying to create, and just really get crystal clear with those intentions, because the more clear you are, the quicker the manifestations are going to happen. But there's so much going on. So here's something I want to do caution is make sure that your intentions are very general. Kind of, you know, stay away from the specifics, getting too specific, because that creates a limiting effect. But, you know, just keep them general, keep them open, and then once you state your intention, release it, surrender it, and move on. And don't think about it, because the universe knows what it's going to bring in for you. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be better than you ever dreamed of. Next up is extremes. And yeah, this kind of goes along with what I was saying. You know, some of you are like really just excited and ready to start this new cycle, and it's, you know, fast moving energy, very motivating, very excitable, spontaneous energy. And then some of you are on the other side of the spectrum where you're not there yet. It just sort of depends on what timelines you're closing, what cycles you're ending, because you may still be cleaning up and tying up loose ends from the past. But don't worry, because the minute you're done with that, this new energy is going to just skyrocket you into the next phase, into your next cycle. It's going to be awesome. So I do feel that there is a big tug and pull between the two polarities. But wherever you are in your spectrum, wherever you are in your timeline is right for you. Okay? And gratitude. Yeah, absolutely. Gratitude is the attitude, right? The more thankful we are for where we are today and where we are right now, that's the energy that will help you call in your hopes and dreams and manifest them into the 3D. Like I said, May was all about, you know, getting grounded and really writing out those blueprints of what you want your new life to look like, and then kind of deciding who you want in your new life and who you don't. And it doesn't have to be permanent. It's just it's just as you're working through this new cycle, certain personalities may not be conducive to your goals. And it's just about you getting yourself situated and aligned with what you want in your life, getting into that energy. And once you're settled there, then it's like you can do a check-in with whomever you had to release to see if maybe their energy is welcomed back into your new path. But that's up for you all to decide. We all have free will. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. But gratitude, just be thankful for where you are in your life. Be thankful for all that's happened, all that's transpired, and be thankful for all the new opportunities that are coming, because it's exciting. This really is a cool time of the year. Everyone is so excited about you know, the summer solstice. We're getting excited for the solar eclipse, the eclipse season. It's going to be huge. This is a big turning point for everyone in the collective. All right, so it's going to get good. It's going to get exciting. All right, so what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm using a new deck, and let me just check in with the name of the deck. This is the Mystic Dreamer Tarot deck, and I'm feeling called to do a Celtic cross for the collective this time around. So it's going to take me a minute to just pull some cards. Celtic crosses are kind of a large spread, and but they have a unique way of conveying information and highlighting where you are right now. Okay. But yeah, so this is exciting. You know, I keep going on and on and on about, you know, the full moon in Sagittarius. It's all about expansion. Jupiter right now is doing some planetary movements. A lot of the big planets are moving right now. So Jupiter is moving back home into Sagittarius. Neptune is coming home into Pisces. Saturn, I think, is going retrograde, and that's going to be doing it. That since they're large planets, they're going to be moving a lot over the next 6 months. It's just that they're very large, they're very slow-moving planets. But luckily, because of their size and because of their trajectory, we don't feel the effects of them as much as we do with like some of the smaller planets. You know, like for example, when Mercury goes retrograde, a lot of people are like, oh my God, Mercury in retrograde, you know, get ready for chaos and such, and arguments and miscommunications. It's a smaller planet and it's closer to us, and we do feel the effects a lot more quickly and deeply. But the larger planets right now, Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto's even moving, they're slower moving. But what does that mean? Well, it means that for the next several months, some of them even the next several years, we're entering new phases, and this is part of the big phase, the big cycles that we're all starting. It's going to help energize and create momentum for the changes that we're experiencing in our lives. I just don't know what I took. Oh God, that one was there. Okay, sorry, just a few. It was too many that flew out, and I only need one. This is the 10th one. Okay, we'll take this one. This one wants to pop. Okay. Let's see what we have. Okay. So, bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords reversed. I feel like this may be new ideas, new correspondence coming through for you all. Pages are about the initial spark, new ideas. So I think because it's a page energy, maybe some of you are thinking about going back to school or learning a new trade craft or learning a new skill set. But I think you're brainstorming right now with maybe a new career, maybe opening up a new business, maybe starting a new community service project or something of that nature. But you're thinking. This is still the ideas phase. This is ideas, intellect. You're laying out the groundwork, and because it's reversed, you may not be ready to share it publicly, or you're just trying to keep it very small, tight, close hold within a very small, close-knit circle of friends or colleagues that you trust. And this may still be in the birthing phase, you know. Since it's reversed, I feel like it's very personal to you, and you feel like it's not ready for public presentation, public consumption, or just announcing that you're going to be doing this, you know, seriously. I think you're still working out the details. It could be business related. This could also be something about you, about your personal growth, your personal ascension. Maybe you're switching careers. Maybe you're leaving a relationship or have left a relationship and you're just reinventing yourself. But I feel like all this is big ideas. It's coming in quickly and you're excited about it, but because of the reversal, it's more personal to you and you're just keeping it to yourself for now. All right, so center of the reading is the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so Seven of Pentacles is all about you deciding what you are focusing your energy on. You have these areas in your life that require your energy: work, family, children, physical health, social life, your relationships, romantic partners, family, friends, everything. Everything that's in your life requires a certain amount of energy that you need to devote to in order for that to work. When the Seven of Pentacles comes in, this is about you stopping and taking stock of what is working for me and what is not. Where can I shift my energy and give more energy to? And that's up for you to decide. If you're giving your energy to something that's just sucking the life force out of you, that's no good. That's where you're going to have to really take a minute to be like, this is draining me. This is stressing me out. This is not working for me. And I've got to make some changes. I can't keep giving my energy, time, attention, presence to this activity or to this person because it's sucking the life out of me and I'm not getting anything in return. So really this is about you doing the analysis of what your return is in investment. And it can be an investment in money, but it can also be an investment in time and your personal energy. Okay, so really take stock of what's working for you, what's not, and what is worth devoting your time, energy, effort, money towards. Okay, so it's a rebalancing that's going on. Crossing you is justice. All right, so this could be legal matters. This could be you seeking justice for a wrongdoing. Maybe the reason why you're really assessing what's working for you and what isn't is because maybe some of you are going through a divorce. Maybe some of you are going through a bad breakup. Maybe some of you are ending a business deal that went sour. When justice comes through, you're seeking restitution, you're seeking balance, you're seeking a way to make things right or to correct a situation that didn't go your way or didn't work out, in both parties' favor. Sometimes this can mean, this is Libra energy, maybe you're dealing with the Libra as well. Yeah, but you're seeking balance, you're seeking justice, you're standing up and saying, this is not right. I'm giving so much of myself to this project, or I'm giving so much of myself to this group of friends, or this group of people, or to work, or to this relationship, and it's not working for me. So this is you, Aries, standing up and saying, no more, we've got to fix this, and if we can't fix this, then we've got to walk away. It's about what's going to make it right for you. And only you know that definition, depending on what the situation is that you're trying to seek justice and restitution on. So the base of this is the Hierophant. It's another major arcana. In fact, you have 4 major arcanas coming out in this reading. So you've got some pretty big energy here. But when the Hierophant comes in, coupled with the Justice card, I feel like this has to deal with maybe a divorce. The reason why is because the Hierophant symbolizes large religious institutions. So I feel like you have the court card, the legal card, and you have the religious institution card. This to me is talking about a divorce for some of you, okay? And you're going through the legal proceedings and you're taking steps to, perhaps split assets to figure out what the next steps are going to be. Maybe some of you are going through custody battles. But yeah, the legal card, the Justice card with the Hierophant, this is a divorce of some sort. For those of you who are not going through a divorce, again, this is a general reading, so some of this may or may not resonate with you. You may be seeking some sort of spiritual guidance. Maybe you're going through a spiritual up-leveling. Maybe you broke up with someone. Or maybe you're going through some things where you do need legal counsel, but you also need some other type of counsel. And this does not have to be religious counsel per se. This could be you seeking maybe seeking therapy, going to a counselor to help you work through your emotions. This could also mean you going to a clergyman, or if you're, depending on what your religious affiliation or spiritual beliefs, maybe a holy person or a shaman or a spiritual advisor of some sort. But I feel, Aries, that whomever this is speaking to, that you are seeking out guidance for a higher perspective. You're really taking the time to assess what's working out for you, and what buckets of energy you should be focusing on. And I think you're seeking the clarity and the assistance and the support for you to emotionally make those decisions to move through this time period. Up next in your immediate past is the Lovers reversed. So coupled with this, I'm seeing this through a couple of ways. This is also a breakup. Again, the divorce is coming in through quite strongly here and quite clearly. It could be a divorce. It could also be the release of a long-term relationship. Maybe some of you weren't married, but maybe you were cohabitating, and it's just all about figuring out how to split the assets and move on separately, and what your new life and future is going to look like. For those of you who are single, the Lovers card talks about you. This is about you getting in touch with your spirituality. This is about you really defining or examining what your truth is. I feel like many of you have gone through a transition, and now it's like, okay, well, what does this mean? Who am I? Because I'm no longer the same person that I was 10 years ago. So yeah, I feel like when the Lovers comes in, specifically for singles, this is about you defining your truth, defining your moral compass, defining your moral set of values, and saying, all right, this is who I am now, and this is how I'm going to proceed forward in my new life. Okay? Up next in your near future is Three of Cups, celebration. So whatever is going on here, the divorces, the breakups, the transition, the up-leveling, it's a positive thing. It is a positive thing. You have a lot of family and friends supporting you. You are divinely guided. You've got a lot of support. You have a lot of people cheering you on in your corner. You have a big support system. When Three of Cups comes in, this can also suggest, to keep things light, keep things fun as you transition through this difficult time. Go out with friends, accept, social invitations, go to parties, go to dinners, go out for coffee, whatever it is that you like to do, but just be around people who are going to inspire you and uplift you, because, all this is clearing, all this is completing, you're moving past this. You have good energy coming forward. The Three of Cups is a very beautiful card. Crowning is the King of Swords. So I feel like when the King of Swords is coming through to crown your energy, this is about you really being strong in your mental energy, mental clarity, and really tapping into that king energy. It's being in control of your thoughts, being in control of your communication, and really articulating what you need to say in a diplomatic and tactful manner. So you do have the gift of communication on your side. Especially with those of you who are dealing with the legal system, the justice system, there's a lot of mental energy going on around you right now. But since you've got the king crowning you, this suggests that you are in control. This suggests that you aren't going to be impulsive in your thoughts and in your words. I think you're taking the time to think about how you want to communicate and convey the messages that need to be conveyed. And in doing so, you're gonna be a stronger and better person for it, because you're gonna show up more poised, more grounded. more clear and level-headed because you know what you want. So the King of Swords is here to gift you that that energy for you as you work, you know, through this system. This is you right now. You're in the Five of Cups energy, and you may be a bit saddened, mourning the past. Because I do get the sense that this was a very long-term relationship. This is a huge transition. It's not easy. You're dealing with it the best way you can because you have the Three of Cups here. But deep down, you know, you're still brokenhearted. You're mending. You're healing. But because it's reversed, you know, all this is ending. This energy is coming to an end, and brighter days are on the horizon for you. They really are. In your environment, you have the moon. So this is the energy that you're working through. Your intuition is high. You're trying to just clear your head of illusion and fear. I think you're trying to clarify what you want your next phase to look like. For those of you who are going through the divorce, you're trying to grapple with what's next. You know, how am I going to move forward in this next phase as me? Just me. Not me as a married person, not me as a couple, just me solely on my own. And there is some fear here, you know, coupled with the sadness. But the advice of this card is to tap into your intuition, tap into the moon energy, and just really listen to the downloads that are coming through for you. So you have some decisions to make. You have the Two of Pentacles that's coming up next. This is in your hopes and fears category. You have big decisions to make. You're trying to figure out what looks right, what feels right. And this is all about prioritizing your energy, prioritizing work, prioritizing relationships, prioritizing yourself, and making sure that you are really giving the energy to the areas where it's going to bear fruit for you. This is a card that's saying, you know what, careful that you're not spreading yourself too thin, but only focus on what's working for you and what you need to really focus on right now. If there's other things that can wait, then those things can wait. And this is telling you to push those off to the side or delegate those taskings to other people, and you focus on what you need to take care of right now in the immediate future. Okay? So your outcome is Ten of Cups reversed. So this is all about you aligning yourself spiritually and emotionally. When the Ten of Cups comes in reversed, this is about you following your intuition, doing what feels right for you and only you. Ten of Cups is reversed, is about self-care, self-love, spiritual alignment, spiritual growth, really getting in deep and meditating and taking some time out for you. Upright, the Ten of Cups is, you know, it's the marriage, it's the happily ever after card. But when it comes in reverse, this is all about you. This is all about making yourself spiritually and emotionally whole again, so that way you can show up as a completed, healed, and whole person for the next person that you're supposed to encounter, right? So for those of you who are going through a divorce or this major breakup, you may not be thinking about the new future or a new person or whatever. Maybe you are. But in order for you to have a successful and fruitful relationship or romantic relationship, you have to do the work on yourself. You have to take care of yourself first. You have to heal. You have to understand what the lessons were. You have to make yourself whole again. You can't expect someone else to fill that gap and that hole for you. You can't seek external happiness and external love to make you feel complete. No. You got to do that yourself, Aries. So this is the card that's coming in saying you've got to do the work. You've got to do the work on yourself. You got to fill your cup up first before others can drink from your cup, right? Okay, so how are we on time? All right, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to jump right into the Pure Love Oracle. We're just going to do quick messages for the Divine Masculine and Feminine and just see what comes through. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I always pull about 2 to 3 cards between the masculine and feminines just to kind of, you know, spark a cool conversation and see what messages are coming through for people. Okay, so we've got 2 right off the bat. Okay, so masculine. Masculine would like to share to his feminine that I feel rejected by you and I am not open to love right now. Okay. And feminine would like to share to her masculine, I want to spend my life with you. However, we are not good for each other right now. Yeah. Okay, so for whomever this is pertaining to, definitely a separation. I feel like you've been in separation a while, 6 months or longer. Neither of you are ready for any type of reunion, and you've got to do the work on yourselves. Take some time apart, you know, maybe another 6 months. Feminine loves her masculine. She still feels the desire that she would like to spend her life with him, but they're just not good for each other right now. And masculine saying, I feel rejected by you and I'm not open to love right now. So, and this kind of goes with what we're seeing in the spread. You know, we've got the lovers reversed. You know, for those of you who were in unions or dealing with, you know, a divine partner or soulmate, you know, you're out of union. These are, you know, the reading that's coming through for those of you, you are going through this, you know, it's breakups, it's separations. But, you know, take the time to heal, take the time to work on yourselves, because we have, like I said, as astrologically speaking, we've got the full moon in Sagittarius, we have solstice and the solar eclipse. And this time period, you know, within the next couple of weeks, is a great time for us to just really get clear with what we want. And you may have to ask yourself, are these partners right for you? Because they may not be. You know, if you feel like you're dealing with a twin, your twins have free will. They can decide, you know what, I can't be with my twin in this lifetime. And they can choose to walk away. Right? So for those of you who are dealing with twins, and you think like, oh, it's got to work, it's got to be in this lifetime. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And it doesn't always work out in this lifetime. You may meet up again in your next lifetime. But if this is very toxic and if you're hanging on, you may have to get clear with yourself and understand that you may have to let your twin go if this is a twin flame connection. For soulmates, you can have a very deep and loving connection with your soulmate. And those relationships are just as beautiful. You know, they can be beautiful and fulfilling and, you know, amazing. And, you know, perhaps some of you, whatever happened here, created such an energy shift that either you need a lot of time to fix this and maybe date other people and see whom else is out there for you, or you may just have to say, you know what, it's time for us to part ways permanently, and I wish you lots of love and light, but I have to go on my separate path, and I have to see what's out there for me and who's out there for me. Yeah, this is a hard decision, but I mean, you know, you've got your cards supporting this. I mean, you've got the Ten of Cups reverse, which is telling you to tap into you. What is going to make you feel good Follow your intuition and only do what's going to make you feel good and bring you happiness and joy. And it's not about integrating your timeline with someone else. You know, it's not about integrating your timeline with your partner. It's about creating a new timeline for you. Okay? So what I think I'm going to do next is I'm going to pull from the Journey of Love. I'm going to pull a card for both the masculine and the feminine. These are fairly new for me. I used them in the June monthly forecast. I'm going to use them again and see what comes out for us. Excuse me. Wow. That one flew. Okay. Okay. So, for masculine, you got the Falling card. Okay. And what I feel like, you know, he said that he's feeling rejected by you and he's not open to love. So I feel like he's in a free fall of just letting go of the past, letting go of this relationship. You know, he's not open, and I think he's working on his own releases because he's also going through his own cycle. We're all going through cycles, and we're all shifting and expanding and opening up our hearts and minds to new opportunities, to new people, to new love. But I feel like he's in a free fall. I feel like he's in a free fall of trust and just trusting that the universe is going to catch him wherever he falls, wherever he needs to land. And that may or may not include you in his new cycle. And I think that's something that he's grappling with. For feminines, man of the earth, woman of the sky. I feel like feminine, this is about you balancing your masculine and feminine energies, because you know that the timing is not right for you and your partner to come into union. However, you still very much love this person. You still see them as part of your life, as part of your timeline. But I feel like with the energy that's going on here, I feel like maybe there's a bit of codependency and a lot of fear-based attachment. But I think that by you aligning your feminine and masculine energy and getting grounded and coming into alignment with yourselves, you're going to have a healthier, clearer perspective on what decision you need to make with this. Because if you have your masculine who's clearly saying, I can't with you right now. I feel rejected by you and I'm closed off. And he may be closed off for a very long time. I'm getting the sense another 6 months or so. And feminine, I don't advocate for you to wait. I don't advocate waiting around for someone to figure their stuff out. It's not fair to you. You have a life to live. You have a life to live. And there's someone else out there for you. I think what you need to consider is, like, open your mind, open your hearts to maybe dating other people. It doesn't have to be anything serious. Just go out for coffee, you know, explore the idea of meeting other people and try it on. It's almost like shoe shopping. Try it on, see what it feels like. You may surprise yourself. You may actually find someone amazing. Seriously. With the amount of energy that we've got going on, with the solstice coming up, with the solar eclipses, sky's the limit. Seriously, sky's the limit. All right. So we're starting to go a little long, so I'm going to close with messages from the archangels. And let's see what's coming through for us. And as I'm shuffling, I just want to say thank you to all of my current subscribers. Thank you to all my new subscribers for finding this channel. You are divinely guided here. Thank you and welcome to all my cross watchers. I always appreciate your love and support. All are welcome here. I sincerely hope that these messages are resonating with you and that you're finding the inspirational healing and guidance that you need in order to work through some of your obstacles and challenges that you're working through. But just know that Your future is bright, your future is beautiful, and oh my gosh. We'll take these 2 cards. You have a bonus card. Your future is bright, your future is beautiful, and you have a lot of family and friends supporting you through this very important transition in your life. Okay? So, okay, these are coming in reversed. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. These are great cards for you all. So, up first is the Counselor card. This is from the Archangel Azrael. And you are a natural counselor. Many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Yeah. So I feel like with the counseling card, this is about... It came in the Hierophant. You know, I talked about this. I talked about some of you seeking counseling, you know, maybe for mental health services, or you're seeking counseling for legal advice, guidance, but you're seeking advice, expert advice on what it is that you're working on. But you yourself are very enlightened, and you're in touch with your thoughts, your emotions, and you have a way of conveying messages and correspondence to those who need to hear it. So I think you're helping yourself out too in this, you know? You're not just seeking the help, but I think you're working symbiotically with that process. Everything is in divine order. This is a message from Archangel Rajuel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlining order. And that's very interesting because you have the Moon card that came up for you. This is your environment. And it talks about illusion. It talks about being careful that you're listening to your intuition, but that you're not getting stuck in foggy illusions, that you're not getting stuck in confusion. You know, this is about a card of clarity, saying, okay, you need to see past the fog, you need to see past the illusions and get grounded. It's coming down, you know, to reality and really facing what's going on here for you. But yeah, everything is in divine order. Everything that you're working through, this divorce, this breakup, the separation of assets, seeking justice for maybe a business deal gone wrong, maybe a breach of contract, it's all happening as it needs to happen. So just flow with it and allow the process to work. Up next is you have another message from Archangel Azrael. This is the card of comfort. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Yeah, you're definitely dealing with a broken heart. This is the 5 of Cups reversed. Yeah, it's all good. And Archangel Raphael brings you a message to just breathe. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. Yeah, this is about you releasing the past, you know, understanding, clarifying what's no longer working for you. And you had that immediately in the 7 of Pentacles card. This is about you really looking at where you're putting your time, effort, energy, and money. And are those projects, are those areas working for you? And if they're not, if you're bleeding money, if you're bleeding energy, if you're frustrated, stop doing it. It's not worth it. So take heart in that. Take heart that you are going through a process of up-leveling, and it's going to be a beautiful and exciting process once it's complete, because there's so many blessings and abundance coming through for you. You just have to do the work and just know all this is ending, all this is moving, you know, past you. It's not permanent. All right. Okay, Aries, thank you so much for sticking with me through the end. Thank you so much for your love and support to the channel. I always appreciate, you know, my viewers and your support. It means so much to me. This was a general reading for Aries for the mid-month of June. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome cross watchers as always. And just know that, you know, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, you know, it's all good. Feel free to share, like, and subscribe. Please click the bell. That lets you know when I release new content. All right, so happy solstice, and I'll see you in July for the solar eclipse. All right, take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.